Hello and welcome to the Think Well, my video blog that helps us learn skills and techniques to help us think well. I am Robin Hill, mental health therapist, owner of Robin Hill Counseling and Associates, and also radio talk show host of Mind Healing Conversations. Thank you for joining me here at the Think Well. I wanted to first, I hope you're enjoying Mind Healing Conversations, and if you have not been able to catch the radio show, please do so. Check out the website mindhealingconversations.com and check out the radio show, and which is what's prompting this video blog today. I am actually recording this in advance for my show that I am going to have live tomorrow, but I'm not going to upload this until after the show. I know that I'm going to have a heavy topic tomorrow. We're going to talk about childhood sexual abuse, and I'm interviewing a guest writer who is discussing his abuse, and I don't want to take a lot of time from his writing and his story, and I want to be able to provide a debriefing exercise. So I'm creating this video blog as a go-to after the show for anyone who listened to the show and needs something to go to kind of relax, or they need something to do to help them deal with maybe some of the thoughts or memories that may have come up from the discussion. So I don't want anyone to be triggered and not have something to do with the energy that comes up from the show. So an exercise that I came up with for actually a domestic violence organization last year I spoke at had to do with healing, and various abuse has similar trauma effects, and one of the things that you have to do is ensure your safety and take back control from the abuser even after the abuse is over. A lot of times you still feel like you don't have that control, and so I came up with an activity called Returning What Was Stolen. And I got that title from Dr. Richard Matthew Williams, and he wrote a book a while back called They Stole It, But You Must Return It, and it was to educate African American youth on the impact that slavery had on the history of the African American families and the methods that needed to take place in order for the community to heal. So I adapted that concept when working with clients. At the time, it was for clients with domestic violence, but I use it with clients who deal with various trauma in order to gain control of their fear and anger in order to move forward in their healing process and rebuilding themselves. So what I do with this activity is I actually have a worksheet, which hopefully I'm able to put up here. And on this worksheet, it's a sheet with 2 columns. And on the left side of the column, which we complete first, is you fill out what was stolen. What was taken from you by your abuser? That is, what was physically taken from you? What integrity, what physically was taken? What emotionally was taken? What psychologically was taken? What spiritually was taken? List everything that person stole from you, and put it all on the paper. List that down, everything that they took from you. We'll give you a couple seconds to do that. I won't have the full time to do the activity, but this is something that you can do fully in your free time, but you can get started right now. And then on the right side of the paper, you're going to list, what am I returning? What this means is after someone steals from you, they leave a void. And you have to look in that void and see what was left. So after they've taken your integrity, after they've taken your innocence, after they've taken whatever they've taken out of you, what did they leave behind? Usually that's your symptoms. Usually that's your heartache, your hurt, your pain, whatever behaviors you've been left with. Maybe you aren't able to maintain work. Maybe you aren't able to maintain relationships. What behaviors, what problems have you been left with ever since you had this stuff stolen from you? Take some time to list. Think about, what were you left with because that person stole the valuable things from you? When they stole these emotional things and these physical things and these spiritual things from you, what did they leave you with? What negativity did they leave you with? List those negative things. Those are the things that you need to return back to your abuser. You give that stuff back. You give back the drama. You give back the hatred. You give back that wasn't you. That's what they gave to you. That's what they left you when they took everything positive from you. That was not you. So after you're done listing all of the things, that one, the stuff that was stolen, and two, what was left behind, then we write a letter. The letter is never to the other person. This is a self-empowerment letter. We're no longer going to spew hatred and anger and vile energy back out anymore, because we're trying to empower the self. We're trying to heal. So you now are writing a letter to yourself because you're empowering yourself. So first paragraph, you're going to discuss with yourself what was stolen from you. You're going to discuss, secondly, what you are returning back to your abuser. You've given it all back. And 3, what are you now giving to yourself? What do you give to yourself? What are you planting into yourself now to grow from this day forward? What are you giving to you? What do you want to see in your life now? Now that you are whole, now that you've given back that filth, that negativity, you recognize that some things were stolen from you, and you give back that stuff that was left in that void, and now you are filling that void with something positive. What is it? Empower yourself. Put some rah-rah stuff in there, some encouraging words. Say some great things about you, positive things, and loving things about yourself. End it in a very positive note. If you want to share your letters with me, please do so. I would love to see them. Email them to mindhealingconversations.com. No, mindhealingconversations@gmail.com. I would love to see them. And if you do email them to me, I will definitely share them during my coffee, confections, and comments segment of the show. I will remove your name, but I definitely would love to, if you allow me to, share those letters during the show, because I love to see growth. I hope that this letter writing experience helps you. I hope you empower yourself, and I hope that you heal from your hurts. I pray that for you, and I hope that this exercise helped you, and I hope that you listen to the episode. Please always join me for mindhealingconversations.com, and always meet me here if I have a after show. Meet me here to Think Well. I love engaging with you, and I'll see you here soon. Thank you. Goodbye.